Prescott.
I told you. Todd France didn't overplay his hand. This is where the market's going. $39 million with 2 years left on his deal. That's what he got. Now, you see what happened, and this is, when you look at it, when you break this down, Skip, you look at Carson Wentz, and he was the first guy in this draft class that ended up getting the big bucks. And he got about $33 million. And then Jared Goff comes behind him and get about $33.5. So what we were seeing, Skip, is that each guy was going up. They were increasing it by $500,000 to $750,000. We see Aaron Rodgers get $33.5, $34 million. We see Russell Wilson gets $35 million. Well, here comes Deshaun Watson. He pole vaults and clears $4 more million per year. And he gets more in the first 3 years than Patrick Mahomes. Dak Prescott said, Todd France didn't overplay his hand.
Oh, really?
Because he knew this is where the market was going, Skip Bayless. Because here's the thing. How many other quarterbacks are going to get signed? Because the teams, I don't care what Jerry says. I don't care what Steven says, and I don't care what you say. These other teams believe they have their guy. That's why they lock him up. That's why they pay him that money. But the days of the $33 and the $34 million for the franchise quarterbacks are a thing of the past.
Really?
That's not happening. Deshaun Watson got $39 million with 2 years left. He's in the 4th year, the 5th year option, and in 2022, that new money kicks in. Dak Prescott has no option. He's already under the tag. So guess where that goes, Skip Bayless? In 2021, $40 million, which is where I told you he wanted to be in the beginning. And lo and behold, Shannon's been proved right again. Because if you look at the numbers, the first 3 years, Dak is 32-16, Deshaun is 24-13. Both have won 2 division titles. Both are 1-2 in the playoffs. Now, do I believe Deshaun Watson is a better quarterback? Yeah, a better thrower of the football? Yes, I do.
Well, then how did you tell me so?
What do you mean?
You've been telling me all along that Dak isn't even in the league with Deshaun, right? So how were you proven right by this?
Skip. You know how this works. If they only pay...
I don't know.
Okay, how about this here?
You have to educate me on this. This is new school.
If they only pay the players for what they are, not for what they were going to be, there will only be about 7, 8, 9 guys getting paid. But that's not how they do it, especially the quarterback position. They've never paid that position. They always pay that position, and they say, we believe what you will be, except when it came to Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, for some reason, I guess they don't believe in him because he's seen Carson Wentz, he's seen Tannehill, he's seen First Cousins get signed again. He's seen Jared Goff. Now he's seen Deshaun Watson. He's seen my homeboy. He's seen 6, 7 quarterbacks get paid. But the Cowboys tell him, we believe in you, Dak. We believe. Dak said, believe a little less and pay me.
So I want to get this straight.
Yes.
Are you trying to make the case Dak is better than Deshaun?
I'm making the case Dak Prescott deserves to get paid. That's the case I'm making.
Paid what? More than Deshaun?
He gonna get paid more than Deshaun.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because of what?
Yes.
Because he did what or what?
Skip, they paid Deshaun because they believe Deshaun is their franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is.
So in other words, you're saying Dak isn't your franchise quarterback?
I'm telling you, he is. I've had him 10th in the league. And that's what everybody has him right around 10th in the league, which is really good. It's good enough to win you a couple of Super Bowls if you have the supporting cast he does have right now. He might have the best supporting cast in all of football on offense. It's real close between him and Kansas City and Tom Brady. It's real close.
That's funny. All the years, I never heard you mention anything about the supporting cast. It was always Dak. When I told you it was about Zeke, when I told you about that offensive line, you swore up and down, no, it's that guy, that guy, that guy. Now it's time to get money.
See CeeDee Lamb. Just see him and see him run. See CeeDee run. See CeeDee catch. See CeeDee score. Just see CeeDee. Watch. I've been telling you this. I first guessed it.
You do realize how that works, Skip. You do realize that if CeeDee Lamb is what you say, and the Cowboys offense is what you say, you do realize that's 42, 43 million now. You do realize that, right?
I don't. I don't realize that. This is the biggest duh in the history of does. This is the most predictable outcome that could ever happen because I told you from the start, Deshaun is a little better than Dak, and he got a little better deal than Dak was offered by Jerry Jones. He got $39 million. My sources tell me that Dak was offered $36 million with, according to Jane Slater, $80 million guaranteed at signing. 80 guaranteed at signing. That's more than Deshaun got, 74. But Deshaun, to his credit, fought for only 4 years and won 4 years versus 5.
You gonna give Dak 4 years? You gonna give Dak 4 years?
I don't know what they're doing.
You don't know.
I know what was on the table. 5 years, an average of 36 a year, and 80 million guaranteed at signing.
He won this many.
And Dak Prescott has, what does Deshaun have any national TV commercials? I can't think. Maybe
don't worry about that. That's not important.
That factors in because if you're the quarterback of America's team, you can cash in off the field.
I'm gonna cash in.
Ways you can't cash in as the Houston Texans.
I'm cashing in on my ability because I play football.
So here's what we know about what just happened. We know that Jerry Jones thought that he had a deal done, a handshake verbal agreement with Todd France.
Right.
And that was going into last year's opener. We've come full circle a whole year. So this week, a year ago, Jerry Jones thought, we're good, we're there. So they didn't quite get the T's crossed and the I's dotted. They didn't quite before game 1, which was the Giants at home, and Dak lit them up predictably. He lit them up at New York, and he lit them up at home because they weren't very good last year,
they weren't very
according
good.
to Shannon Sharpe.
Okay.
And after that game, Jerry Jones told the media, when asked about Dak's contract, it is imminent, said Jerry Jones, imminent. Jerry, can you define imminent? He said it's a matter of days, not weeks, days. So I expected that week leading up to game 2 at Washington. I'm thinking, Jerry, we're going to have a big story. We're going to lead Undisputed with the new big Dak contract. Nope. Didn't happen. Dak lit up the Redskins. Shannon said they're garbage, and he was right. Then here came Miami, the Dolphins, to Dallas, to Jerry World. And what happened in game 3? Dak lit them up and led the NFL in QBR at 90. And Shannon Sharpe said, all 3 first teams that Dallas played are garbage, said the Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe. Am I right about that? And Yahoo reported that all of a sudden Todd France was singing a new tune to Jerry Jones, who thought he had a handshake agreement with Todd France for the deal that was on the table I just detailed for you. And instead, Todd France said, Jerry, guess what? You snooze, you lose. You just lost a bunch of money because we are lighting up the league. And Jerry Jones does not play that game. That's one rug you do not jerk out from under Jerry Jones is the verbal handshake rug. And all of a sudden, they went to war. And it got ugly, according to Yahoo and several others, that it got cold-blooded ugly through the rest of the year. So here comes 13 more games. And over those 13 games, he didn't really light it up like he did those first 3 garbage teams. He ranked, according to Pro Football Focus, 15th in performance over those last 13 games. And in those last 13, the man who told me so across from me, Shannon Sharpe, gave my quarterback, Dak Prescott, an F in 7 of 13 games. Think about this. 7 times at New Orleans, Packers at home, at Jets. I hate to even bring these up, but they sting every time I bring them up. Then at New England, then Bills at home on Thanksgiving, then at Eagles, and I left out at Patriots. That's the 7th one. At Patriots. That's 7 Fs that you gave Dak Prescott, but you're saying that he should have gotten the 40+ million he wanted a year?
But guess what?
Really?
But guess what?
You told me so.
But guess what? Guess what the people at home didn't hear you say in those 13 games last year? That the teams he was playing was garbage. That's not one thing. You didn't say that not one time. You didn't say that. You kept giving him A's and B's because you didn't say they were garbage. Now it's time you say he played bad against garbage teams. Oh,
well, I didn't give him A or B against at New England and at
But let me tell you how this works, Skip. You know how owners,
awful.
You know how owners talk? How they probably circulated about they weren't going to sign Cap?
Yep.
Agents talk. When it comes time to this guy's contract, what you think you might be looking in line for? What you might be asking for? Because this is what I heard. At first, it was that Dak is something around Jared Goff and Carson Wentz around the 33. And then it's gone up to 34. And then it went up to 35. And now it's up to 36. Whoa, funny. But guess what? The price isn't coming down.
So you believe Dak Prescott deserved $42 million a year?
No, Skip. You could have had Skip. Here's the thing: if you come out